Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, August 26, 2019. I'm Camille Requiestas.
I'm Joe DeCarlo.
And it is the first day back to school for most of you.
Yay!
Yay!
Well, I've spoken to a lot of people today within the healthcare field as well as outside of the healthcare field. And for the most part, a lot of Filipino Americans and a lot of Americans here in Los Angeles are supportive of the 100-day mask mandate.
Hello, everyone. I'm Camille Requiestas from Fox West, Texas, and we have the pleasure of having Republican Senator Ted Cruz with us on the show. Hello, Senator. How are you and your family doing? I know it must be interesting times right now having to work from home.
Camille, it's great to be with you. Thank you for having me.
I hear a lot in the news about people who can be asymptomatic. What does that really mean? And is there any way to detect whether people are asymptomatic? It's been another brutal night in a number of cities across the country. Peaceful protests over the death of George Floyd have turned into riots despite strict curfews and a stark warning from President Trump. Doug Luzader has more this morning from Washington, where the National Guard has been called in. One quick tip: if people do see rattlesnakes out in their area, what should they be doing?
Stand still.
Stand still? Okay. I'm going to stand still right now. Thank you both for joining us here in Wake Up West Texas. We'll have a lot more news up ahead. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. We'll be right back after the short break. All throughout West Central Texas, but we will see some increasing cloud coverage later on today in the afternoon. But like I said, looking pretty good all across West Central Texas, mid-60s, 64 over in Robert Lee. The effort to defund and in some cases dismantle police departments is gaining momentum across the country in the wake of massive protests over the death of George Floyd.
Thanks, Sharon, for sharing this experience with me. It's my pleasure. So put your arms out. You can fly and have that feeling of weightlessness.
That's crazy.
Isn't that great?
Tatiana Jefferson's father, 59-year-old Marquise Jefferson, had a heart attack Saturday night and died at a Dallas hospital. The State of the Union address is right around the corner, and for President Trump, so is the final Senate vote on the articles of impeachment. Ray Bogan has more on what to expect from the president's speech tonight and how the looming trial could come into play. Earlier in the 8 o'clock hour, we did have an interview with the Sweetwater JCs about the rattlesnake roundup. Let's take a quick look. You hear that rattling, and it's been going
all hour long.
for like the last hour and a half, I believe. And what have you done, Dr. Coley, to kind of stay mentally healthy during this time of social distancing? And of course, we have to do some social trending about the VMAs, reaction on the VMAs and the winners. A lot of people were saying they really loved it. A lot of others saying they're a little upset with the people who won certain awards. Let's talk about Ariana Grande first. She was named Artist of the Year.
Some of us in the newsroom are thinking that the dog, well, they're both dogs, but the tramp is basically a little bit underweight, saying he's too skinny?
No, I said he's overweight.
Oh, he's overweight. He needs to be skinnier.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, wait a
He's
minute.
scrawny,
there.
you know, like the cartoon.
Yeah.
I think he's scrawnier in the cartoon.
At least we know that that rescue was well fed.
Yes.
That's really it.
Thanks, Joe. The snow has come in and slowly melting away, which means the roads are clearing up and people are going back to school and back to work. Our Matt Center stopped by Abilene Christian University and spoke to a few students. Right, and Senator, I know you back the CARES Act, which helps small businesses. What would you say to those local small businesses that have the potential of possibly losing their business right now during this pandemic? Up next, we'll have our Malik Mingo. He's telling us what's trending on social media. We're talking Disney. You want to stick around for that.
Timer now is 6:21. Don't go anywhere.